Welcome to Scrapbook My Life, where I tell you an embarrassing story to save you from making the same embarrassing mistakes I did. My friends and I had been looking forward to the end of the year fair for months. It was finally here, and the Oak Street Middle School Parent-Teacher Association did not disappoint. There was even a Ferris wheel. But then I saw my crush Zach, and I didn't even care about the Ferris wheel anymore. Zach casually drifted from his friend group over to mine. What? This was my chance. All I had to do was get Zach to keep talking to us, and maybe I could get him to like me back. I made a joke and asked if Zach liked my new unicorn scrunchie. He looked at my scrunchie, laughed, and then lingered in our group instead of going back to his friends. He lingered! My plan had worked, and before I knew it, my crush was fully hanging out with me and my friends. Zach and my friends spent all day eating kettle corn and funnel cake and cotton candy. It might have been the sugar rush, but we didn't stop laughing the whole time. At first, I thought I was imagining it, but it seemed like Zach was actually going out of his way to talk to me, like specifically me, like more than anyone else, like he was talking to me. Then my friend Ashley declared that the time had come. It was time for us to get on the Ferris wheel. We all paired off to get on. My heart raced. Should I make my move? Should I ask to sit next to him? I tried to remember all the boy advice I had read in magazines at the grocery store. Before I could even make up my mind, Zach took decisive action. He confidently declared, "I'll sit with Sarah." It felt like the whole fair froze. I was right. He did like me. We got all settled, sitting next to each other in our own little Ferris wheel car. Zach sat pretty close to me. As the Ferris wheel started to climb, I let myself get excited. As long as I didn't mess this up, I was pretty sure I was gonna have my first boyfriend just in time for summer. And not just any boyfriend, but Zach, the boy I had been crushing on all year. But then, Zach moved away from me. He looked upset. I figured he was probably just nervous. Wow, he must really like me, I thought to myself with pride. But by the time we got to the top of the Ferris wheel, I could tell something was definitely wrong. Zach hadn't said a word since we got on. I asked Zach if he was having fun. He looked at me, opened his mouth, and then instead of answering the question, totally puked all over me. Now I was the speechless one. "I'm so sorry," Zach burst out. It turned out something had been wrong with Zach, and that something was all the kettle corn, funnel cake, and cotton candy we'd eaten. Zach tried to help clean it up, but that just made it worse. We sat in a smelly silence for the rest of the ride. When we got off the Ferris wheel, it was immediately clear that there would be no way to get all of the vomit off of my clothes. My dad had to come pick me up early. Zach was so embarrassed he didn't talk to me for weeks. And when he finally did, it was weird. I didn't do anything wrong, but my exciting first boyfriend summer ended before it had even begun. That was how I learned that you can do everything right and still not have things work out the way you wanted them to. Sometimes there's just a divine puke intervention, and there's nothing you can do about it.